The Tattersalls Craven breeze-up sale saw records smashed across the board, continuing the trend for extraordinarily strong trade, which resulted in turnover of 14 million, almost double that registered at last year's sale. The record figure was bolstered in no small part by the sale topper, a Scat Daddy colt, who was signed for by David Redvers on behalf of Qatar Bloodstock for 675,000 guineas. Seeing off underbidders Stephen Hillen, Chris Richardson, Nicolas de Watragon, Justin Cassie and Richard Knight.
He's exactly what you look for in the perfect sort of breeze-up horse. He's done a very good time. He seems to have a very good mind. He's obviously a sensational stallion, half-brother to a horse that topped the sale here a few years ago and went on very well. For Sheikh Fahad and myself, he's exactly what we were hoping to find. A horse that's as good-looking as that, with that pedigree. You know, we've all had the opportunity to look under the bonnet a little bit. We've just got to hope now he takes a great leap forward and repays our faith.
The US bred offering, who is a half-brother to Group 3 winner Great White Eagle, was sold by Jim McCartan's Gaybrook Lodge stud, registering the 5th highest price ever achieved at the sale and the top price since 2015.
I bought him from Tom Evans in Trackside Farm privately after the sale. You know, I just like the whole package. He was easy to prep for the breeze as well. He was just very straightforward, so I could happily tell people that there was a lot of interest in him. There was a lot of interest from a lot of different countries, like there were bidders from the States and from the Far East. I just spoke with David Redvers and he might go to John Gosling. The easiest part of it is probably going out and actually buying the horse, but the work starts then really, you know, trying to prep him properly and get him back in one piece and get him to put his best foot forward on the day, because you just have literally 25 seconds to impress. And it's a team effort, you know, the people at home who put the clay on, who mucked them out, changed the bandages, you know, put on a second rug if the horse needs it. Everyone plays their part.
Despite missing out on the sale topper, agent Stephen Hillen struck earlier in the day to the tune of 400,000 guineas to secure lot 88, a Sayuni colt sold in partnership by Church Farm and Horse Park Stud. The Marchborn offering from the family of Group 1 winner Tin Horse was bought by the vendors for just €62,000 in France as a yearling, before turning a significant profit for the consignment. He's set to join trainer Kevin Ryan, who has enjoyed previous success with a horse from the same source in Thursday's Abernant Stakes runner, Brando.
Big, strong individual by a good stallion, did a good breeze. I'd been to Yorkshire, to Roger Marley's place to see him about a month ago, and he did a piece of work in Moulton, and I was very pleased with what I saw that day.
New investors continue to make their presence felt in the market, with Luxembourg-based Phoenix Thoroughbreds going to 350,000 guineas to land lot 102, a Eumzane colt from Tally-Ho Stud. The purchasers, acting through agent Kerry Radcliffe, have recently made several purchases in the US and will add this son of the Grand Prix de Saint-Cloud winner to their growing string with trainer Jeremy Nacida.
The Eumzane, I think, is more of a 2-year-old that we can kick on with now and try and get a result. I'm hoping that we'll give him a run in a few weeks' time and then hopefully head to the Chesham. I had in my head that he probably would cost that. He was a beautiful individual, and I think most of the sales ground thought that as well, so hence why he made 350.
Kerry Radcliffe also added lot 138 to her haul for the day, when going to 300,000 guineas for a Lynn Lodge stud consigned colt by Lonro.
The Lonro colt that I bought off Eddie O'Leary, look, he's a beautiful individual, but he's going to take a bit more time, I thought, so we will probably put him out for a month, 3 weeks a month, and then bring him in, and hopefully maybe back end of July, August he'll come out. Impressive individual, had a beautiful breeze. Very happy. I'm very happy to get him for 300. I thought I was probably going to have to pay more for him, so I'm very happy with that.
300,000 guineas was also the price paid by the agent for lot 145, a Mockler's Hill consigned Dark Angel colt, a half-brother to Group 1 winner Zafizio.
Lovely horse, lovely individual, had a really nice breeze, cracking colt by a great stallion. Very happy with all my purchases.
Church Farm and Horse Park Stud landed another pinhooking success later in the session when selling lot 116 for 300,000 guineas, having bought the acclamation colt at the Tattersalls Island September sale for just €80,000. It was the Doyles and Al Shakab who signed the ticket for the son of the Rathbarry resident, who added another group winner to his sire's tally when his daughter Darban won the Nell Gwyn Stakes earlier in the day. Tattersalls marketing director Jimmy George reflected at the conclusion of a record-breaking sale.
It was genuinely a very, very good sale. It's rare, but every now and then a sale comes along that deserves superlatives, and this really was an exceptional sale. I think from every perspective, it's great to see the consignors so well rewarded. They're incredibly professional year after year. They bring these top-class 2-year-olds to the Craven Breeze Up sale. This year, they really got recognised for their ability and professionalism. The breeze on Monday was faultless, really. I mean, it was supremely professionally done, and everybody commented on the overall quality of the 2-year-olds on offer here this week, and the prices reflected that. And I think that the key, as ever, with so many sales, are the results on the racecourses around the world, and the Craven Breeze Up consistently outperforms other similar sales, and that's why the buyers came here in such numbers this year. A lot of regular buyers here, but also new buyers, and as the reputation of the sale grows for quality year after year after year, that's what brings these new faces in, and yeah, it's a tribute to the consignors and how well they do this job. The figures were outstanding. Every single indicator was significantly up. So it was a record turnover, just over 14 million, up from 8.5 last year, which is a huge rise considering the catalogue was pretty nearly identical in numbers. Clearance rate was 80%, significantly up on last year. Average over 145,000 guineas, and the median 110 from under 80 last year. So these are really significant jumps on a sale that was good last year as well, and I think that puts it in perspective. This was a decent sale in 2016, very definitely. So to see such big rises is extraordinary, and as I say, just a tribute to the quality of the horses that were here.